Hey folks, it's Professor Kai here. So today I am going to do a quick tutorial on how to use the potentiometer with your M5. So similar to the dual button, which we looked at in another video, it's pretty straightforward to connect the potentiometer. So we use the growth port here and the growth cable connected. There's only one way to do it. And then we're going to connect it to port B. For convenience, because everybody use the same port, gonna put it in port B of the M5, and now we're done with the hardware stuff, right? So it's connected. You can see there you go, and we're gonna do the software stuff, which we've done many times. If you have followed the previous tutorials, serial port list. I know that my port is the 7th in the serial port list, and I'm going to put it into port string just for ease of use, so I don't have to memorize the whole port here. And I'm going to establish that connection. So this is straightforward, and we're going to wait for it to establish the connection. Okay, there we go. And I'm going to boot up the M5, and I'm going to connect this to the M5 Unified Library, and I'm going to do M5 Unified begin. So now I booted up my device. How I read this this potentiometer? So unlike the dual button is a digital device. It only have 1 and 0. Potentiometer is a analog device. So we're going to use the function read voltage. So I'm going to do read voltage. I'm going to read M5. That's the connection. That's to the Arduino device. So M5 is an Arduino device. And I'm going to use the pin D36, which is the pin that we're plugged into. That's going to give me a value of 3.3, and I actually have no clue. So you see with the potentiometer, I'm going to try to hold the M5 here in my hand and the potentiometer so you can see, right? So this is the bottom position. If I'm at the bottom position, read one more time, it's 3.3, right? If I rotate this a little bit, that's 2.22, and actually, if I rotate a little bit, now that's 1.48. I rotate a little bit, that's 0.7, all the way to the bottom, that's 0. So I know my potentiometer is going from 0 to 3.33. And that's the beauty of an analog device, is that as I move each position, so I know the position my potentiometer is at by the specific voltage it's generating. Another thing that's interesting is that, okay, so I'll move this to a medium position, and I'll read it. It's 1.7979. Read it again. It's 1.76. Read it again. It's 1.83. So that little vibration is caused by really the mechanical, essentially noise, right? The mechanical noise in your potentiometer. So you need to take that little bit of inaccuracy, that little bit of noise into consideration when reading this. All right.